The story is about Eduard, a young man born in 2005 from the Orenburg region of Russia. His family lives a simple life. His mother works in agriculture and runs a small business, while his father used to work far from home to support the family. Eduard has two brothers, an older one who is already an adult and a younger one who is still in school. Eduard studied at an agricultural technical college and learned to operate tractors. Before joining the military, his life revolved around helping his family and being with his girlfriend, someone he has been with since childhood, for more than 10 years. When Eduard came of age, he received his draft notice and had to join the army. After training in Peshenka and later in Klintsy, he was unexpectedly informed that his unit would be sent to the border. Eduard never wanted this. From the beginning, he opposed the war and did not understand why a conflict had to happen when people on both sides had previously lived peacefully, working and traveling between the two countries. His family tried to appeal everywhere, sending letters to different authorities, hoping he would not be sent to a dangerous zone. But nothing worked. They were told that there aren't enough personnel, so conscripts had to be used. At the border, Eduard's unit was assigned to guard positions and monitor the situation. Even though they were still conscripts with very low salaries, they had to deal with constant pressure, noises, distant explosions, and drones flying overhead. Many of the young soldiers were frightened and inexperienced. In the unit, there were very few officers or contract soldiers. Most of the group consisted of young conscripts like Eduard. For more than 2 months, they lived under continuous stress and with very little information about what was happening. One day, the situation escalated. Fighting reached their area, and the unit was ordered to relocate. The retreat was chaotic. None of the conscripts had been properly prepared for this kind of situation, and panic spread quickly. Eduard said that he and many others kept calling for help, hoping their commanders would move them to a safer place. But the only response they received was, "Wait, we will withdraw soon." No reinforcement arrived, and their morale dropped sharply. After reaching a new position, Eduard's group tried to hold out. They were exhausted after days of tension and lack of sleep. When a Ukrainian assault team advanced toward their position, grenades were thrown, and the situation became critical. The soldiers asked their officers to surrender, but the officers refused at first. Eventually, the conscripts themselves shouted that they were giving up and walked out with their hands raised. Eduard recalled that they were terrified of what might happen. Their officers had previously told them horrifying stories about being captured. But what happened was the opposite. When they surrendered, they were treated correctly, spoken to normally, and even given food once they were taken to a temporary facility. This made Eduard realize that many things they had been told earlier were not true. Eduard had never been to Ukraine before being sent to the border. He only knew that Ukraine was a neighboring country with people very similar to Russians, working, traveling, and living peacefully. After becoming a prisoner of war, he understood even more clearly that ordinary people on both sides simply want to live safely. Eduard worries that when he returns to Russia, he might face problems for having been captured. But he also believes that the real mistake lies in sending unprepared conscripts, young men with no combat experience, into dangerous areas. When speaking about his family, Eduard feels deep concern. He has not been able to contact his mother or girlfriend for weeks. The last time he spoke to them, they cried out of fear for him. His father had passed away earlier from a stroke, and Eduard was unable to attend the funeral because he was serving in the army. When telling his story, Eduard wishes for only one thing: to survive, to return home, and to see his family and girlfriend again, the people waiting for him, hoping he is still alive.